What is going on, everybody? Joining you here at 2:16 Eastern Standard Time Zone. But hey, we're all a bunch of college baseball sickos if you were joining me right now. But we're wrapping it up. Texas A&M with the 3-2 win over the Florida Gators in the first round or the last game, the last first round game of the College World Series before we get into the second round, not really second round, losers bracket, winners bracket tomorrow. Another barn burner, another one that came right down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. It lived up to the billing of the rest of the games in Omaha so far. I mean, just looking at the stat sheet, as we know, recapping the game, A&M jumped out to a quick 3-0, scored 2 in the second, 1 in the third off the top of my head, had 6 hits overall. I think Florida out-hit them 8-6. Florida out-hit A&M 8-6. No errors, pretty clean game across the board. I always like to look at walks as well, just to see how many walks we had. We have A&M had 3, Florida had 7. Probably, I mean, you ask Sully and the boys, they'd probably tell you it's a little 7 too many, but Florida could have been a little bit better than that. I thought Florida played a good baseball game. Florida's been playing good baseball as of late. They really have. They've been playing pretty good baseball across the board. I thought Liam Peterson did a solid job with 2 1/3, gave up 4 hits, a couple of walks. That it was. Yeah, Fisher Jamison, Cade Fisher, Brandon Neely all kind of settled into the game. For A&M, Justin Lampkin got the start, which was kind of a shock to me, but I think the whole game plan there was to get the game to Chris Ortiz, who went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and then obviously turned the game over to Evan Aschenbach to end the game there. But man, this College World Series has lived up to the billing just completely. How about the play by Jace Lavalette? Oh, yeah. I mean, Bo Aggie man, appreciate you joining us. Great game so far. Absolutely, man. So probably, you hate to say this. I feel like we always do this every year. It was always the best regional round. It was always the best super regional round. It's always the best Omaha first round we've had all year. I think you could legitimately say that without overhyping it up here right now. I think you could legitimately say that this has been the best first round games in Omaha, at least in quite a bit. Bo Molinari, Jace Lavalette, and Evan Aschenbach were lights out. They absolutely were. They overall just were a total, just unbelievable. And you have Chris Cortez. Did I say Ortiz? He said WTF, Chris Ortiz. What a dumbass. I believe I said Chris Cortez. Cortez done a great job. A middle relief guy. It's been a setup guy for him all year. He's done a good job. So if I said Ortiz, I apologize, but it's Cortez. What's the username? D Adams. Appreciate the, I guess, not as polite heads up. But guys, I mean, we had to expect this game was going to be a back and forth game. I mean, we're feeling like we're back in May in the SEC tournament. Hoover. Granted, we didn't really have many late matchups besides the Ole Miss, Mississippi State one in the first round. But, damn, just another good SEC baseball game. So what's that make? Florida and A&M 2-2 against each other. And we may see that matchup again on, what would that be? That'd be Wednesday, right? Yeah, I think that'd be Wednesday because they play. So they go Saturday, they go Monday. We go Tuesday. I think we could see this again. We could. We're 2-2. Wouldn't shock me anyway. I mean, I keep saying this every week. We hadn't had a blowout reaction yet because all these games have been so close. But it's I thought it really is. You hear it all the time. You hear it every year. I've heard a couple people say this is a pretty open College World Series field. Right now, you got to be feeling pretty good about Tennessee. Not trying to hijack. Florida won the season series. Florida won 2 out of 3. Yeah, and then you tied it up for the series. So you're 2-2. You played 4 times this year. Played early in the year. Florida won 2 out of 3, beating A&M, and then A&M just tied it up. So you're 2-2 on the season. So I mean, just talking about where kind of everything sets up now as we're getting in. So I feel Florida, A&M, whoever won this game had to feel good. You're going to the winners bracket. No one just is gassed at it pitching. No one overly used pitching. Yeah, Philip, I could see it. I picked it. I picked it in my opening bracket the initial 64 team announcement. Going into this week, I changed it just due to the Braden Montgomery injury. But you're absolutely right, Philip. A&M could definitely win this College World Series for sure. They're sitting nice, so you're going to have A&M Kentucky, the winner's bracket game. That'll be a big one. That'll be a big one on Monday. And then the loser's bracket goes Florida and NC State, which are still playing really good baseball. Everybody's playing good baseball right now, man. Nobody, I mean, granted, you're in Omaha, you're the Final Eight, you've had to be playing some kind. Nobody's playing bad baseball in Omaha. But even these games in Omaha, I think some of these teams are playing pretty good. I mean, if you had to say it was a sloppy game, it was probably last night's game, Tennessee, Florida State. Yeah, patriotic beats, gig them, baby. Gig them, baby. That's a big win. That's a big win for Slosh and the boys. A big win right there. I mean, obviously, anytime you win, you advance in Omaha. It's always a good thing. But just making so many guys have been making big-time players have been making big-time plays in big-time situations in this World Series so far. That's what Lavalette did when he robbed the home run there at the end. Just going some impressive numbers. I mean, Jack Caglione, 2 out of 3 out there, Gator fans. He also had Dale Thomas, was 2 for 4 as well. For A&M, best day, Caden Sorrell. I say the left fielder, 2 for 4 overall. So just a really clean, well played baseball game overall. Yeah, I mean A&M saved Prager. I think people are a little shocked about it. Who said that up there? Let me. Let's see. Where are we going? Going back up here. A&M will win the World Series. Gig 'em. Bo Molinari, A&M saved Prager. They did. And I thought when I was talking about that game last night, previewing this upcoming, I thought that was a good matchup for A&M. I liked the matchup there, but they saved him, so they're going to have him against Kentucky on Monday night. So you're right, that's big there, Bo. You're right. Patriotic beats, baby. He's got my back. Yeah, D. Adams, don't be a you know what. Don't be that, brother. Not this late. We're all in this together, baby. We're all college baseball sickos. If we're up here at 2:30 Eastern talking college baseball, so it's all we're in this together, guys. There's no reason to be negative, and I don't even think I said Ortiz. I'm nervous about Kentucky, Patriot Beat says, but I'm glad we got that depth. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's gonna be a fun matchup. That'll be a fun one too. Just that, man, what a day, long extended day. It ended up working out for me. I ended up having to put a kid to bed, so I would have done this reaction, but I'd have missed probably 2 innings the way he was operating tonight. But ended up working out late night, but it could have been a lot worse. Could have been I'd have been fired up if we kept going another 4 or 5 innings. I shouldn't say worse. Could have been a lot later is what I should say. But you know what? It's Sunday. We just got church. It's Father's Day tomorrow. We'll be fine, guys. We'll be fine. But again, guys, I appreciate you joining us on this reaction here. 3-2. It's SEC on SEC here. A&M getting the big win there. Yeah, you're right, Philip Mixon. Gravik and Pell need to step up. A&M's bats really weren't overall that great, but they got out hit today. That's a little. If that's something about A&M, you'd be a little concerned. Do they miss Braden Montgomery that bad? Yeah, Patriot Beeps. I want to see more bubbles. People want to see bubbles on Monday. A&M fans, they didn't bring the soap for no reason. They want to see it. So that'd be something you'd be a little concerned about. But again, survive and advance at this point, like they say in the NCAA tournament. Go get ready for Kentucky. But guys, I'll also see you tomorrow. I'll have the reaction if you've been following all these after the Tennessee North Carolina matchup. But guys, another fantastic night. It was a late one, but I appreciate you joining us again. I'm your host, Dave Shumate, coming at you from the SEC Unfiltered platform. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell before you put your head on that pillow. Go hit the like button, subscribe, tell us where we're doing things right and wrong. But guys, again, I appreciate you joining us. I'm your host, Dave Shumate. Have a phenomenal night.